Joseph was the 11th son of Jacob, born to Rachel, the woman Jacob loved deeply. From the beginning, Joseph's life carried a strange weight. He was loved, but also hated for that love. His father gave him a coat of many colors, a symbol of favor, but also a symbol that silently divided a family. And that division slowly turned into bitterness. His brothers could no longer stand him. His dreams, visions of greatness, only made things worse. In their hearts, jealousy grew until it became something dangerous, something final. One day, when Joseph came to them alone in the fields, they made a decision that would change everything. They stripped him of his coat. They threw him into a pit. And then, instead of killing him, they sold him. Joseph was taken to Egypt as a slave, dragged away from his home, his father, his identity. Imagine that moment, a teenager betrayed not by strangers, but by his own blood. The cries of his brothers fading behind him as the desert swallowed his past. But Egypt was only the beginning of his suffering. In the house of Potiphar, Joseph worked with excellence. Everything he touched prospered. Yet blessing did not protect him from injustice. He was falsely accused by Potiphar's wife and thrown into prison without trial, without justice, without explanation. And there, in the silence of a prison cell, Joseph could have changed. He could have become bitter. He could have said, "God has abandoned me." But instead, something different happened. Joseph held on to faith in the darkest place of his life. Time passed, forgotten by people, but not by purpose. Even in prison, Joseph's gift made room for him. He interpreted dreams, first for prisoners, then for Pharaoh himself. And from the prison, he was lifted suddenly into the palace. From chains to authority, from rejection to rulership. Joseph became second only to Pharaoh, responsible for preparing Egypt for a famine that would affect the entire region. And then came the moment everything pointed toward. The famine reached his homeland. And his brothers came, the same brothers who betrayed him. But they did not recognize him. They stood before him afraid, desperate for food, unaware that the man they bowed to was the boy they once abandoned. Joseph had every reason to destroy them, every reason to repay pain with pain. But instead, something inside him broke in a different way. Not his anger, but his pride. And he wept, because he realized something deeper than betrayal. He saw purpose. He revealed himself to them, and instead of revenge, he chose reconciliation. He said, in essence, "Do not be afraid. You meant it for harm, but God meant it for good, to save lives." In that moment, Joseph did not just forgive his brothers. He ended a cycle. He stopped generational hatred from continuing. He transformed pain into preservation, betrayal into salvation, and brokenness into destiny. Forgiveness in Joseph's life was not emotional weakness. It was spiritual strength. It was the ability to see beyond what people did and trust what God was doing. And through that forgiveness, a family was restored, and countless lives were saved during famine. Moral of the story: forgiveness is not weakness. It is strength under control. It is the ability to refuse revenge and trust that God can write purpose even through pain. It breaks cycles that hatred continues. Bible verse: Genesis 50 verse 20. You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good to accomplish what is now being done, the saving of many lives.